This is a Symposium podcast with E. Wright and Romero.
Moral of the story is sometimes niggas gotta get slapped, B. So no, I was just like sometimes you just gotta slap the shit out of someone.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Symposium podcast. This is episode 58. Yeah, 58. On the other side of the chair, let the people know who you are, sir.
Yo, welcome back. I go by the name E. Wright. Thank you for joining us here at the Symposium podcast. Kick it back to my man.
You know what it is, rose gold in the building. Got the gold on me, feeling good, feeling great. Don't let the one fool you, I got the one tucked. You know it, today is April 3rd, 2022. Your boys is out here on a Sunday. It's a busy time, man. We got a lot of shit going on. My man, he's got his nephew, as y'all know. And right now, the basketball season is over. A new season has started for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got AAU started up, so a lot of traveling. Man. Fucking tired already. It just started, so.
Yeah, so, and y'all know me, I'm just running around. Life, that's all I can really say. Mm-hmm. But, that being said, to my man, to the people, welcome to the party. Oh, you right, no disrespect. So, check in. Outside of, running around with your nephew, what else is going on, sir?
Man, just work,
Mm-hmm.
Work is that time of year for school, it's kind of getting to the home stretch. It was actually a busy-ass week.
Yep.
Kids was kind of on one, but teachers was kind of on one.
Really?
Yeah, man, yeah.
That's very interesting.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I just found the topic, actually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, but other than that, just kind of busy, busy with all that shit. But It's good, though. It's good. I was like, good busy. Good busy. I got caught up on a lot of stuff that I was behind on. So I can't complain, man. Just working.
Yep.
Working, man. How you been?
Same, brother. I can't complain. I've just been working. I met with all my clients this previous week, just getting back to the swing of things.
Yeah.
And, similar to what you're saying, like people seem off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, I was just seeing some clients and they didn't seem like themselves. I was just like, the fuck is going on? So I'm surprised to hear that you even had a similar experience. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
What's going on in the world? Other than that, I'm good, man. It's nice to finally get back into a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Or brother tired.
Yeah.
And that's something that we'll touch on as well, because I don't have qualms, but I have some thoughts on some stuff. Outside of that, should we get into some news?
Yeah, man. What you got for us?
Not much. I'm sure y'all already know the things that we are going to discuss. Is just two. One quick one. Tom Brady has unretired. If you don't know who that is, you live under a rock. You can return to being a hermit. The GOAT of QBs is returning, unless you've heard something else.
No.
Okay, so he's back. Do you know why he came back? Because that was a quick shift.
I think he got tired of being at the crib, bro.
It wasn't that long.
I'll put it like this. He only came out and said he retired because somebody else broke the story. So maybe he wasn't even ready to retire. He probably just kind of had to,
Like, kind of forced his hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
All right. Well, he's back. And he's staying with the Bucks, I guess. Yeah. So good for you, Tom Brady, for deciding not to quit. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I talked about this.
Congrats to Coach K. He actually is retired.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he lost to North Carolina last night. So
Oh,
that's
fuck.
just the end of his run. But great coach, man. Great coach. So
Damn.
congrats, Coach K. You know, on his retirement. I know he's not coming back. So
No. No, he's done. Damn. I had no idea. I gotta sit with that for a moment. It's like, man, one of the greats is gone. Oh, by the way, for those of y'all who don't know, it is, well, March Madness is over, but we are getting towards Final Four. So if y'all are not tuning in, tune in, because you know this is an exciting time. Outside of that, did we talk about Russell Wilson in a previous episode? I don't know if we did.
I'm not sure.
Brief news. This is basically around sports. Brief news. Russell Wilson is now with the Broncos, Denver Broncos to be exact. I don't know how that came to be. I don't know what the details are there, but he's no longer with the Seahawks. My man is going to Denver now. So, yeah, that's it there. Now, outside of sports, I have to touch on it, and we'll get into it because it's a bigger topic than news. Oscars passed, and there was an incident between two gentlemen, Will Smith and Chris Rock. Chris Rock said a joke about Jada Pinkett. Will Smith laughed, and then it suddenly flipped. He got on stage, he slapped Chris Rock in the face, sat down, and he said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Twice, he mentioned. Twice. That's all I really got.
I guess that the news around that though would be something just came out where the Oscars are like looking into disciplinary action. He could lose his first Oscar.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know how true it is, but that's just we're speculating right now. So
That is
I
interesting.
guess we gotta wait and see.
I heard he resigned, and when I heard that, I was
Yeah.
like, what does that mean exactly?
Right.
Like,
I don't
you
know.
just not gonna go, or?
So yeah, I guess more to come on that part of it. But.
That is news.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting news. That is, well, unless you got something else, it's a low key episode, y'all. Hold on tight. So that is news to me, but I want to, like I said, this is going past news. I want to touch on the Will Smith and Chris Rock incident a little more. First and foremost, I told y'all many episodes ago, Will Smith will win an Oscar. He will win Best Actor for King Richard. I called it. Whoever doubted me, I forgive you.
Did you watch that?
No, I just knew. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. But I don't know. I feel like he could have won an Oscar for
Something else?
something else. But
I agree. The same thing could, who was it? Leonardo DiCaprio. He won for, what's that movie? The Reverend or something?
yeah,
He won for that. But I was like, all the things that this man has played, and this is the one that he wins. I don't know.
Oh, before we even start, shout out to Samuel for winning his first one too.
What?
Yeah, Samuel Jackson won that night, same night. It got overshadowed because of the fucking.
Yeah, I didn't know that. For what? What was, for what role?
I don't know, probably Django or some shit. Being a coon in Django or some shit. I don't know. I truly don't know. But he won one.
I'm curious. Okay, I'm very curious, and I'm gonna have to look it up because, like, I really had no idea. It's like, what was this nigga in that no one knew about?
Questlove won one too that night.
For what?
His documentary.
It's a festival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So he won one that night too. But again,
It was overshadowed. This is exactly why I want to talk about this.
yeah.
One of the reasons, like, first off, Well, before I begin, because I don't want to go on a tangent. What are your thoughts on the whole situation?
Excuse me, I had, I don't know, I'm like, at this point I'm over it, but I had like, at first I was like, yeah, I mean.
It came in waves, didn't it?
Yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, he should have smacked his ass. But then I'm like, he didn't have to do it right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't. At the end of the day, bro, you cannot walk on stage. I don't care where you at. It ain't about like it's a lot of think pieces came out on this shit, and it ain't about being in front of like black people being in front of white people, acting ass. It ain't about you know, like first I thought it was fucking fake.
We all did. Yeah.
Until we started cussing. But I just think he should have handled that differently. First, I don't think he should have smacked him. Like at first I did, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's like, dog, if you would have walked up to him and had words with him, that's different. You know what I mean? However they look at him now, it'll be fine. Or he could have waited backstage
And said something. Yeah.
But just smacking him, just walking up and smacking him on stage, that was kind of foul. That was foul. Like, it just was like, it was just wild. Like, it's crazy. Like, and, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, I can't believe it happened. You know, like, he just snapped.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he just snapped. And it's very weird. It's very weird. But, yeah, I don't think he should have slapped him. I don't think he should have slapped him. He should have, not right there.
Yeah.
I'm sure this.
He still should have got smacked.
Because I'm sure this had nothing to do with a fucking joke about her hair. Nothing. This shit was built up. Some shit happened in 2016 with them. And it's probably just ongoing, bro. Like, it's probably that shit was like that smack probably wasn't even for Chris Rock. Like,
he just happened to be the person.
Yeah, I'm reading his book, Will Smith's book. The first chapter is fear, and I don't want to turn this into a think piece, so don't just let me finish my thoughts, people. But so he talked about how always growing up he was just a coward.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was just a coward. He watched his dad beat his mom, didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? Just throughout, got made fun of, and just didn't do anything like his whole life. She's saying this. And they go through so much shit right now with like the open relationship or whatever, and all the jokes, and I think he just chose the wrong time to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And
sure.
You know, I could see it that way. Like, he just was tired, right? Like, we done being the fucking butt of jokes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at the same time, that is the profession you're in. I mean, this is like you're in that spotlight, motherfuckers, that's all they're gonna do, especially comedians. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he should have slapped him right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was just wild, dude. Like, and I also thought it was weird that he was just able to go back and sit down. There's no fucking way he shouldn't have been removed from the premises, really.
That he shouldn't have, or that he should have?
He should have.
He should have, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just wild. Like, nothing. That's why I thought it was weird. Like, nothing is happening. And they just finished the show. Like, it was awkward as fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, it was reported.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
I heard some people were there, and they said, like, police was there. They was on standby and shit, and it was like, they asked Chris. This is what I heard. I don't fucking know.
That's what, yeah.
they asked Chris Rock, they said, hey, we will remove him from the premises. And Chris Rock said no.
Right.
He's the one that's like, nah, don't worry about
Which
it.
I respect that. Like,
Sure.
you got slapped, dog. This is, don't press no charges because you got slapped, bro. Like, you just can't do it. You can't do that. I mean, you can do that, but
You could.
you can't put a charge on Will Smith, man.
Yes, you can. Listen, I do not give a fuck who you are. It goes one of two ways. Either we throwing hands right then and there, or I'm suing your ass.
I thought Chris Rock was like, he handled that well, man. Cause
oh, for sure.
I couldn't imagine. Like, I'm sure he just was shocked. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
There are some people out there who put shit in slow motion. They're like, as you can see, Chris Rock was slowly balling his fist, and then he released.
Oh, well, he was standing there. Yeah. He was like, he did kind of like, oh, okay. Like, but he said, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Like, that shit was wild, bro. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was fake, if I'm being quite honest. At first, I thought it was fake.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, I was like, okay, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a joke. This is a real situation. I have two sides to it.
Yeah.
I have two sides. I have my, okay, this is a real situation side, and I have my, I hate to say this, I have my conspiracy side.
Yeah.
My real side says this, okay, this is a real situation. Two men exchanged words, not even like an argument. It's more of one said a joke, the other one took offense to that,
Mm-hmm.
and action was taken. Here's where I don't know. I don't know how to feel except sad, honestly.
Yeah.
You have Chris Rock, who is a phenomenal comedian. Like, I've watched this man since I was a child.
Sales went up, by the way.
Part of my conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I ain't mean to step on what you
No. You're right, though. And that's exactly what I'm going to touch on. But, like, Chris Rock, phenomenal comedian. You've seen his stand-up. You've seen his show. Who doesn't know about Everybody Hate Chris? And one thing that I've always known with Chris Rock is, like, though he is a phenomenal comedian, he can say things that get under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can go there.
I really think people don't fuck with Chris Rock like that.
Oh, for sure. There's just some...
Like, in that industry.
Oh, definitely. Like, there's just some... Like, he, as funny as he is, some of the things that he says, like, I've seen him say some things, and I'm like, damn, nigga, that was like a straight knife and twist.
Yeah. Like, you kind of went too far.
Yeah. And flip side to that, Will Smith is, honestly, I think, one of the most genuine dudes you could ever come across.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say nice, I say genuine.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very good-hearted man.
Yeah.
The problem, though, is just as you said, like reading his book, right? Just in chapter 1, he was fearful about stuff. And imagine that combination. You're a good-hearted person, but you're afraid.
Yeah.
And it goes one of two ways in life. Either you're going to remain that way, just like continue to fall back and be fearful, or you get a little bolder. But because we live in such an extreme society, it doesn't just gradually take place where you build confidence. It comes out, like, it explodes. And all it takes is a moment. So, personal opinion, I feel like this was the moment for everyone where Will Smith had finally had it, especially like the past years. Think about it. This nigga was shooting for an Oscar for God knows how long. And especially in the 2010s.
Why did it take so long?
The same thing can be said about Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he didn't get an Oscar until he was in his 40s. Will Smith is 53. Different side, though. Will Smith is Will Smith. Will Smith is sort of this, he has created this character, we'll say this image of I'm a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rap. I made getting jiggy with it. I'm a good guy. I'm a family man and stuff. Yeah, I might have an open relationship, but I'm still a good dude. All of the shit that he went through, August Alsina, the conversations of an open relationship, not winning an Oscar, even though he was like working his ass off, one movie after another, and then hopping on social media and still portraying that good-hearted person, like that gets to you. How long can you continue to show this character? How long can you continue to have this, not facade, but I don't know how to put it. Like, you're in front of a camera, so you have to perform all the time. Even if it's your own, the shit that you post. You might feel good about it. You might be like, yeah, I feel all right. I'm happy. But you still kind of putting on an act. You know what I'm saying? We all have emotions. You don't feel positive every fucking minute of the hour. And so when it came to the Oscars, I don't know what triggered him, but that was it.
Yeah, man, it's weird, bro. It was weird. It's just weird all around. Like, I still don't know what to think of that. Like, and the shit I hate though is like the whole entanglement shit. Like, them jokes kind of corny to me. Cause like, yeah, whatever relationship they had, but at the same time, like, it ain't like Will just wasn't out there putting his shit out there like that. But I'm sure he was getting busy too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so it's like stupid, you know. It's like, it's just very dumb to me. But then the nigga came out, made a song and all that weird shit. But
have you seen any of his specials on Disney Plus where he like travels around the world?
Maybe like one.
I watched it. Me and Danny G, we watched them. They're actually good. I recommend people go watch them. They're very good. But there's one particular episode where he goes into a mini submarine, right, with this young lady, and she's talking to him about, you know, the fishes and just like underwater life. And I can see them exchanging words and like it's a nice conversation. But I look at it and I'm like, oh, they hooked up. They definitely hooked up. There's just there's a level of chemistry that you see between people, and it's like, this is a little too friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Will Smith definitely did his dirt in general. Outside of that though, like going back to Chris Rock, you know how he is a sharp comedian, I would say.
Yeah.
Like just quick with the words, quick with the jabs. I feel like at this stage in his life, he himself has done some reflection. Like has done some reflecting, and he's like, okay, maybe I need to
For sure.
maybe I need to relax, maybe I need to calm down. The unfortunate part is it's like the universe heard him and was like, okay, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like that nigga got divorced. He got divorced. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
He got divorced, went through all types of shit, and now you have this situation where not only do you get not put in your place, but like, what's the saying? You're like down a peg or two. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like not only did that happen with him, but it happened to, again, the person, talking about Will Smith, who is supposedly one of the most genuine dudes in the industry. Like you just got slapped by a guy who's like supposed to be nice. Think about that. And here's what's really fucked up about it all overall. It's like two black men on the biggest stage, on one of the biggest stages out there. That don't look good. That doesn't look good at all. One of the most genuine guys, supposedly, one of the nicest guys that you could come across, is suddenly swearing and slapping another fellow, I don't know, example, person of the industry. And then you have another person who has worked his ass off and has talked about the industry, has talked about the struggles, have talked about the tribulations, and what it has taken for him to get to this place. You just got slapped by another black man. It's fucked up all around. So I said I'm sad. I was sad earlier, but honestly, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's just disappointing.
Just disappointed.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you didn't even know fucking who won awards. Like,
No, because everyone's
that's
talking about
why-
that.
Exactly. That's why I was like, it's just all disappointing. I do hate how other like celebrities and like comedians are reacting to it though. Like
Jim Carrey had 2 cents. It's like,
yeah, like
shut the fuck up, man.
Fuck up, dog. Like yeah.
Go back to Sonic,
Like come on, man.
which I will see. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like this is like I don't know, man. Like
It's dumb. It's dumb overall.
yeah.
But it's like you can't. I didn't want to talk about it honestly, but as time went on, it was like, how can I not?
Yeah.
Because even me, as a person who's just not involved in any of that shit, I still feel some type of way. So that's my other side. Here's my conspiracy side. What you did? What you?
Where is this plugged up to? The back of it?
Yeah.
The back of my computer?
Yeah. This.
The cord back.
That's for the adapter.
It's one that goes into the USB though. Is that?
That's it. That's it. God damn it.
No, I gotta be back.
Okay, now we back for real.
Yeah. So we here. Technical difficulties. my man E spotted a major error.
Oh man. We'll get it right. We'll get it right one of these days.
we getting there.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. Look at this goddamn setup.
Right.
Y'all can't see it, right? They don't see that.
Nah.
No,
just the
y'all
top
don't
of it.
see the setup that we have, but trust me, we've come a long way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Boys have invested.
Oh man.
But before we get off track, talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock, that whole situation, we talked about disappointments and stuff and possible reasons why.
It's something deeper, dog.
Yeah.
It's just something deeper, and that's where I would like to figure out one of these days is like what triggered what happened or what is happening.
Like in general or with one particular person?
Well, with him, really, to like,
Will Smith?
yeah.
Dude, listen, like, here's my take on it.
Okay.
I've seen it. I've seen it over the years with Will Smith. Like, he was striving for an Oscar for God knows how long. On top of that, you know, you read it in his book that he was. I didn't know this. I didn't know he was like that fearful.
It's a great book, by the way. You definitely should check it out.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
As I've been eyeballing it, and I'm like, should I read this?
Yeah. No,
It's actually good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look into it. But I mean, it's just that. Yo, he's been striving for an Oscar, and he's been denied so many times, and like he continued to work for that. On top of that, still portraying this character as I'm a nice guy. And we're not talking about like being a genuine, kind human being. We're talking about being a nice guy as in you're like the butt of every joke. Mm-hmm. And you don't react to it like the way you did at the Oscars. You just roll with the punches.
Yeah.
So like you just continue to be a punching bag over and over and over again. And on top of that, there's the whole situation with like him and Tupac, which isn't really anything, but it's the history. And then you have the whole other thing with August Alsina, and it's just the idea of the conversation of even that being out in the public, that your woman was with another person, not only that they were with another person, but with another man that you're not. All of those things start to build up within a person, specifically with a man. And again, I say it goes one of two ways. Either you fall back and you continue to be fearful and you just become, I don't know, soft. What word would you say? Like,
maybe just I guess soft. I guess.
Well, okay. You become fragile.
Yeah.
You become a little more fragile. Or you decide to change that. You decide to change your life. You decide to be bolder, more confident. Be the person that you truly want to be. Be strong, not even for your people, but for yourself. And again, I have to say this because of the society we live in, the pendulum swings. It doesn't just gradually go another way. It goes like from left to right. Though this was a slow build, like when it happened though, in an explosive way. And even from personal experience myself, I can say that, like, I've been softer than a cupcake. I've been a quote unquote nice guy. But when I started to realize those things, I changed them. And I've had moments where I wasn't necessarily the nicest person. So I was like, okay, this is a little too much. I need to dial it back. So in this case, I feel like that's what's happening for Will Smith at 53 and not 30-something. Chris Rock, on the other hand, is a different story. You know what it is for Chris Rock, again, and I'll mention this? Even literally his fucking tour is called Death of the Ego. His ego got too big. It got to a point where Chris was known for the jokes that he makes. It's like, listen, I'm going to tell these jokes. They're going to hit. They're going to hurt. But they're going to be that good. And I feel like even for him, he got to a point where it was like, maybe I shouldn't say some of the things that I'm saying. I should try a different approach. It just so happened that as he was doing this, he was confronted in a way that was very unexpected. You got slapped by one of the nicest men in America on a world stage. I don't know. What else do you think? I can see the gears turning.
Nah, I'm just
It's all stupid.
It's
all stupid.
Like you said before, it's just disappointing, man. Like we ain't gotta break that shit down like that, bro. Like shit's disappointing. It's everything is just disappointing. Thoughts and prayers to both of them.
Yeah, for real.
Thoughts and prayers to both of them, man. Like just crazy.
All right, now fuck all that. Here's the conspiracy shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm waiting on.
Like, let's get to the conspiracy shit.
Yeah. This is what I'm waiting on.
Here's what I'm thinking. All right, you saw the slap.
Yeah.
The slap around the world, I like to call it.
Yeah.
That shit looked fake.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
That shit looked fake.
And I'm still like kind of questioning it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, I was telling Danny G this. She's like, you think it's fake? She's like, you think it's fake? I was like, listen, I know what a slap looks and sounds like.
Yeah.
All right.
They're like a wrestling slap.
Yeah. Like, it just sounded... I don't know how to describe it. It did not sound like a slap. It didn't look like a slap. You could even look at the footage, and it looked like when Will Smith allegedly slapped Chris Rock, it looked like he just stomped his foot, and it is like made the same... Like,
but, excuse me, again, why would that be staged? Like, why would they stage that?
Okay.
That's weird.
Listen. Hear me out. You said it earlier. After that shit went down and it was all over the news,
Yeah.
Chris Rock is on tour. His Death of the Ego tour is taking place.
Right.
After that slap went down,
Yeah.
ticket sales out the roof.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, you could say that about Chris Rock. What about Will Smith?
What did he gain from that?
What is the disease that
Alopecia?
how do you say it? Alopecia?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is just what I've read. This is what I've looked into. This is just conspiracy shit. It does not mean that it's fact. This is just two niggas with a mic talking. I gotta say that. So what is alopecia? Is that what you said? Okay. So with that situation, people have become aware of alopecia, right? It becomes more known to the public. Though this situation has occurred and people are like, oh my God, how could this have happened? They are unaware of something else that is going on in the world. Pfizer has been developing a cure. You get where I'm going? You get where this is the conspiracy.
Yeah. This is a wild conspiracy, actually.
You get what I'm saying, though?
But keep going. Keep going.
Pfizer has been developing a cure for this specific thing. So, oh God, this is coming out of my mouth. So, if you are looking for people to become aware of this cure, well, you need it to be known of what this fucking thing is. And how do you do that? Well, you make sure that it's broadcasted or it's known by someone famous and do it on a world stage. What better way is to do that? What catches people's attention more than an issue? A conflict.
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing about it. Everything's funny, but what's really funny, someone has footage of Jada Pinkett, right? You see the video of her like rolling her eyes and shit like that to the joke. But after Will Smith goes on stage and allegedly slaps Chris Rock, did you see it? Yeah. And Chris Rock says, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. She's laughing.
Yeah.
But it's not like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a...
I don't know. It's I don't know, bro. I
It's
still have
screwy, nigga.
I still have a back of my mind thought that this shit was fake.
I love you so much, man. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Just because. So of course everybody go to social media. Before the award started, he had a TikTok. Him and Jada had a TikTok, and it's just like, and the caption was weird. Like it was like something, all dressed up, ready to cause chaos or some shit. I was like, that's weird. Like,
This shit is
but
staged.
see, I thought it was because of the poses and all that shit, but I'm like, it just was weird. Like everything was weird. Like I don't know. I can't wrap my head around why that would be a thing. Like why? Because I get the sales and shit for Chris Rock, but I just don't see what Will would gain from slapping him and being scrutinized like he's being and legacy tarnished and turned into a villain. I don't see. Oh, we skipped an important part of all of this.
What?
The apology. What do you think about the apology?
No, this shit's whack.
Yeah,
It's
right?
weak.
Yeah.
It's weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
You...
Like first of all, he didn't apologize to Chris Rock right away. He apologized to the academy and all that bullshit. I was like, all right, dog, you just slapped that man. You got to be apologizing.
Yeah,
to him
like you
first
put
of
the
all.
academy first.
And then the crying and all that shit. I'm like, dog, this the award speech. What I'm talking about. And then after that,
You went to the socials.
yeah,
You went to socials. You didn't go face to face with Chris
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
You said, Chris, I apologize. It's like, nigga,
yeah.
why is this public?
Like you got his number.
That's what makes it so
you
weird.
You can get his number. And if this is real, I'm sure they're gonna have a conversation, like a real conversation.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
and Chris Rock can, I mean, that's gonna be forever tarnished on him. But he can have a field day with this shit for new material.
Yeah, if anything,
Every comedian going, you know.
he has the upper hand. He has the higher ground.
Yeah, but there is a part of me that believes that shit was still staged. But how are they gonna be like? How are they going to reveal it if it is? Because people gonna be mad as fuck.
Oh, nigga, you're not. No one's gonna hear about this. This is like, honestly, this is one of those situations where it's like the government. You won't hear about this until it's years down the road. Also, what does Will Smith have to gain in all of this? Money. Again, this is me on my conspiracy box, people.
Yeah.
We're talking. Oh my god. We're talking about a big pharmaceutical company. Talking about Pfizer. The people who've led the vaccine for COVID. All right, we're not talking about like a couple mil here. So imagine, again, this is just conspiracy shit. I'm just talking.
You unplugged it.
Oh, fuck me, goddamn. Well, good thing we got the USB.
Yeah.
All right, so if Pfizer is talking about having a cure, I don't know, something for this thing that Jada Pinkett Smith has. Alopecia, thank you. I don't know why that's hard to remember. For having alopecia, and you are well known, you, Will Smith, because think about this. Who's bigger in terms of celebrity reach, Jada Pinkett Smith or Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Okay. So Will Smith has everything to gain / lose. If Pfizer is talking about we have this thing, your wife has this. You get where I'm going? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so fucking stupid.
It's stupid.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's stupid.
You know what? This is the point of the Symposium podcast. You got to get this shit off, man. You got to say it. You got to say it. Because even then, you're like, this shit sounds stupid.
Yeah. Oh, man.
If you don't say it, then you just feel like a crazy person. But that's the point. You got to talk about it. But yeah, Pfizer could have been like, listen, we'll cut you that check. And a lot of zeros. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. So fucking stupid. Let's move on from this.
Yeah.
Now I'm just annoyed. God damn it. I wanted to. Do you have any topics at all?
Nah, we can save it.
Sure?
I just want to tell you what happened to me. I don't even know how I didn't remember this. Or I didn't bring this up last time we talked. A few weekends ago, the weekend I lost my phone actually.
Yeah. How the fuck did we not talk about this? Hey, this man has a new phone. I like the color, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Respect.
But yeah, so I lost my phone, left it at like a restaurant. Don't know how I did that.
Sure.
But so later that night, I was just like, fuck it. Like it is what it is now. So
Okay.
So I was hanging out with our friend Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley.
And went downtown.
Did she have a backpack on?
Did she? She might have actually. She might have. And yeah, so we went downtown. So we're at Union, right? Mm-hmm. I run into Mr. Peter Parker.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like he was just chilling. Like it was, and went up to him, just introduced myself, and just like just big fan. And I've had interaction with him before. And then I was just talking to him, and we started. I was congratulating him for something. He was doing something. So just kind of talking. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how it came up, but we started talking about the podcast. And I just was explaining to him. I'm like, yeah. So me and my homeboy, we got this podcast. We're big into mental health and all of that. And I'm like, it'd be really cool if we can. And he was like, oh man, that's dope. I'm like, it'd be really cool if we can get you on. Just come chop it up with us. Mm-hmm. And he was like, dude, I would love that. And yeah, and I didn't have my phone, so I'm like, fuck, I can't even, And but I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna get it together. I'll hit you up on social media and all that. And I can't believe I forgot to tell you.
How?
Yeah. I cannot believe I forgot to tell you that. So I will take this moment to personally, Mr. Peter Parker, if you see this, if you remember that conversation, we will be reaching out to you to come chop it up with us, on the Symposium podcast. So be on the lookout for that.
I am containing. I am containing so many things right now,
bro. I cannot believe I forgot that to tell you that, dude. It's crazy. I was like, dog. Oh man.
Eric, that's not
like 2 weeks ago, bro. Literally like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, dog, why the fuck? And I just remembered it like the other day. I'm like, dude, I didn't even tell Ro.
Hold on, you said that was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I'm back on my conspiracy shit. I'm back on my conspiracy. Listen to me. I said Peter Parker posted something. He posted something, and I commented on it. And he liked it, and he commented back, and he said something to me. Like, he's just reaching out to his fans and stuff. But the way that it was worded, I was like, hey, man, you talk like this is this is something or this.
No, he's super cool, dog. Like, we were just chopping it up, man. It was so dope. It was so dope.
Peter Parker, we will be in contact with you, sir.
So when we get our shit together a
little more,
yeah, we gotta come correct on that one. We gotta come correct on that episode. So if we can make it
plan accordingly, plan
if
accordingly.
we can make it happen, we gotta come correct on that episode.
Good job, bro.
Yeah, man.
Good job.
Yeah. I cannot believe I forgot to tell you that.
God damn it.
Yeah, man, crazy. Crazy.
I don't even want to talk about anything else, honestly. It's like, all right, we're done with this episode, Bob. We can end it here. Oh, fuck. So that's the same night that you lost your phone, right?
Yep.
Life is funny.
Yeah.
Life is funny. I don't understand that. And good job, bro. good job. I don't know what else to say. I'm actually kind of glad that you forgot about that because that just makes it that much better.
Oh man.
Sorry you lost your phone, but at the same time, good job, sir.
Yeah.
Very, very well done. And at the same time, I'm glad that you got that experience.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
Just to chop it up with someone that.
Yeah, he was super cool, dude. Like just chill.
He seems like a down to earth.
Down to earth, super down to earth.
Yeah.
Like it was
just casual.
It was dope.
Peter Parker, we will be in contact with you, sir. I'm going to say this, we cannot wait to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Aside, goddamn, nigga, that should have been news right there. That is extremely newsworthy. Aside from that, you just talking about that moment where
Yeah.
you met with Peter Parker, but at the same time you lost your phone. So since I was, I don't know, like a teenager, there are certain rules that I've come to learn in my life, and we all apply to them. Like, we abide by them. That's the word. We abide by them, whether we know it or not. One of them I call a secret rule because we have to do it whether we like it or not. And this rule is, what are you willing to give up to have this thing? So it's like an exchange, basically.
Yeah.
It can seem like a coincidence, but it's like, well, my man lost his phone, but he got this experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Not only did you get to chop it up with Peter Parker, but it's like there's an opportunity to have someone who is big
Yeah.
come on to the podcast. Not only someone who's big, but someone who like we respect.
Yeah.
That's an exchange, in my opinion.
Right.
And I bring that up, one, because you mentioned that story, two, because that happens all the time in a person's life. We all kind of, I mean, that was kind of I don't want to say coincidental, but it's more of, well, I should ask, did you kind of did in a way, because you mentioned it earlier, you lost your phone, but you were still like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you still made a choice.
Right.
What was the alternative for you? Like, what was you thinking?
I mean, my night was done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have
Like,
been like, I'm just going home.
Yeah. And it was like, whatever.
So that's what I mean. Even in a situation like that, you still have you make a choice. You can either go, well, all right, this is it, or you'd go like, all right, well, let's just keep going. In your case, you lost your phone. You could have been like, all right, I'm going home. I'm done. I've just had it. Or you can be like, well, the night is still young. Let's just keep going.
Right.
I think that's how it is for everyone, myself included. Lord knows how many times I've been faced with challenges. I've had to make sacrifices. And I've had a piss poor attitude, we'll say. But the times that I've continued to go forward and I'm like, all right, let's just keep going. This is for a reason. Reward has been huge. That being said, here's a question for you though. Has there ever been a time in your life where you've had to sacrifice something for something that you wanted?
Absolutely.
But that's not my question. The question is, when you got that thing, did you ever go, like, what was your reaction? Did you go like, yes, this is what I wanted. I am 100% satisfied, or did you go, it wasn't worth it?
I probably experienced both, actually. I probably experienced both. Like, I can't tell you exactly what it was, but I just know it was something like when I got done or when I finally had it, I was like, was this worth it?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, actually. Football. Coaching football.
Really?
Yeah, I made a choice.
Okay.
It was either grad school or coaching football.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And it was more like it was like a whole nother ordeal. Like it's some drama behind it, but you know. But yeah, so and then I didn't end up coaching. I haven't coached football in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I think about it all the time, like, damn, because I do miss coaching football, but it's like, was it worth it? Like, was it worth me moving stuff around and sacrificing this and that? Or even, like, not even, was it? So it was a little beef behind it.
Yeah.
Another coach and I, and was it worth that? You know what I mean?
And we've actually, now that I think about it, we talked about it on the podcast a little.
Yeah, so that would be a time where I was like, damn, and I still I still don't know if it was, because I actually want to get back into coaching football next fall. So I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. You know, with that. So, but yeah, definitely. I've had both sides of it. So,
Okay.
great question. Though.
I had another topic, but I think we'll stay on this and then we'll wrap it up. But you got a busy, God knows how long, like you got a busy season coming up. Like you and your nephew are going to be running around a lot, and so we have to figure some things out for the podcast. Like when what is going down, we actually have to plan.
Yep.
Outside of that, we have our lives.
Yeah.
Like there's the business stuff that we have to do, work that we have to do. And then of course we have our own personal lives, our individual lives. And I was thinking over the week, I was like, how long can we do this?
Yeah.
I was like, how much longer can we really sustain what we have going on?
You know what? I think the most challenging part, I think it'll get easier, and not put pressure on you, but if you move back to Minneapolis, it'll be much easier to juggle this.
I know.
So
You think all the listeners can literally go back to every fucking episode and hear me bitch about
yeah. So that's really. I'm not too stressed about it because of that reason. Because I'm like, I know we'll be fine. Like, I can pull up on him or he can pull up on me when whenever we need to. But right now it's just tough.
It's tough.
You know? So yeah.
But that's why I bring it up. Part of it, not just that, but that is a part of it. Just being like an hour and some change away.
Right. But I think more so you like. Just especially with like life and work and like this is extracurricular for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
fun.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Not even fun, but like it's stress relieving.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's why I enjoy doing it. Well, yeah, I think that's what you mean. Like just that part of it, like how, are we gonna be able to? My thing is consistency, and I think that's where we're getting better at.
Yeah.
We've gotten better at, I should say.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Eric be on my ass. Eric be on my ass.
But there are also times that I don't even be wanting to record, and then you be like, you kind of give me that extra, like, nah, man, we good. Let's just, and I'll be like, all right, bet, boom, and I just snap out of it that fast, Like when you're planning and shit. So I do appreciate that.
I was saying, brother, we're in this together. That's what keeps the ship going.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm curious to see what we do with it, but I think once we get it like a solid where we know, all right, this time of the year, this is boom, boom, boom. That time of the year, you might have travel plans. We gotta, and we're good at kind of like working those out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
anything, there's never been a problem where we couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, this is what we have to do, and that's kind of my whole point. Like, just talking about. I say exchange and sacrifices. We have all of these things going on, and we still make sure that we connect and do the podcast.
So I would say this, just and then thinking of it from like, just for our what do you call it? When you trying to take care of yourself, self-care.
Self-care. There it is.
Just the self-care part of it is, like you said, I think this is a form of therapy for us. You know what I mean? Just to be able to talk and discuss things. We probably talk about shit, like, whatever. But it's relieving. Like you said, it's stress relieving. Like we're just chilling, just decompressing. Like, this is a form of decompressing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's weird. It's weird, but in my mind, I'm thinking of, because, you know, my creative brain, I'm excited to fuck with the video.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. There are times where there's a few episodes I didn't even go back and listen to. Once I edit it,
It's done.
I'm like, boom, yeah, I'm waiting for the next one, ready for the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that, to me, that's the therapeutic part also for me. You know, it's the stressful part too. Because let me tell you, when I started, like, so for instance, we record in 4K now instead of 1080.
Hey, my man has been working hard, by the way, on these videos. I meant to send you a text about it. Like, I've watched all of them.
And
Like,
it took
God
me
damn,
a
this is
week
good.
to get. It took me a week to get the footage off the phone to the computer because I was just not using my resources like I couldn't. I figured it out finally, but it was like, all right, fuck, you know. Yeah, and that part for me is like, you know, that's therapeutic. I just like creating shit. I like the process more than the final product of shit.
That's a good quote.
And so I really enjoy that. So, but yeah, man, like I said, I'm want to continue doing this as long as we can. But I think it'll get easier. You know, it was hard as fuck at first, but I think it'll get easier as we go. You know, and as we keep figuring shit out, and we just adjusting. You got to adjust. You know.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this. Maybe not. I don't know if it was the previous not the last episode, but the one before that. We were talking about like different things and how it takes what it takes. Mm-hmm. Just even making sacrifices with not just certain things, but what we want to happen. Even outside of the podcast, because there are things that you and we both want for our individual lives. I'm trying to get home. Like, I'm trying to come home. Y'all don't understand. Like, I tell y'all this on the podcast, but even off the pod, like, E and I will go to a bar and I'll still talk about it. Like, man, I'm trying to come home. He's like, I know, nigga, drink this. But here's the reason that I say all of that. There are times when it can be very stressful, it can be very daunting, and you feel like, you know, it's not going to be easier. It's not going to get easier, or even that time may not ever come. Mm-hmm. You got to push through that.
Yeah,
you got to figure that shit out. And with the podcast, honestly, I'm like, you and I know us. We're not gonna give up.
Yeah, there
has to be something set in stone that's like, all right, we're done.
Right.
But until then, it's like, we're going to keep going. But that's kind of my point. You know that you have to sacrifice some things. We are sacrificing our energy to a certain degree. But more than anything, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's for a good cause, I guess. So that's kind of my 2 cents on everything. I know we haven't really been all over the place. It's just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about Chris and Will for a while too.
That's just
tomfoolery. Just tomfoolery.
Right on the head. Last call.
Yeah.
You niggas, you celebrities are stupid. You're fucking stupid. Hey, no, I was thinking about this. Dave Chappelle says this shit all the time. He's like, I can't be no celebrity, nigga. But I think about that. I'm like, I don't think I ever want to be that famous. Know what I'm saying? If this shit ever blows up, we get recognized for the pod, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. It's like, oh, you that nigga from the pod? Yes, I am. I don't want to be known for anything else. Maybe for one other thing.
What's that?
Oh, porn.
I just wasn't expecting you to say that.
Oh God, Daddy's gonna kill me. No, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, honestly, YouTube. I actually get my shit together and like I really hunker down and focus on that. That's it. YouTube and podcasts. That's it. I don't think I ever want to be someone of that stature.
Right.
Because it's just it's too much. Because honestly, just like Will Smith, like even with his book, right? You say that he grew up fearful, and somewhere along the lines he changed. He's always been a genuine person. I honestly think he's a good-hearted dude. Personal opinion,
Yeah.
but to be on that level of fame, that changes you. Like you can be the most level-headed person. Somewhere along the way, that's going to affect you. And I don't think I could ever be prepared or like confident enough to say like no matter what happens, this won't affect me. So I guess my last call is know your limits. Know your limits and like keep a level head. If anything, know your limits. That's my 2 cents. E, what do you got for the people?
I think you said a lot. I think that's good.
That's
you know what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Like the main thing I got is I agree with you. Is stay level headed. You know, try to stay level headed.
Try to stay
It's
level.
easier
That's the
said
right
than
word.
done. So
Yeah.
try to stay level headed. You know what I mean? And yeah, we got to just keep putting our best foot forward. And moral of the story is sometimes niggas got to get slapped, B. So that was like sometimes you just gotta slap the shit out. Nah, don't go around, don't go around slapping people. All right. Yeah. Yeah, but
Nigga, plug them socials.
that's all I got. That's all I got, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us here at the Symposium podcast. I am E. Wright.
Rose gold.
Rose Gold in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
And we out, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Symposium podcast on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that. All right? We coming. We're coming. We're getting it together.
We're getting it.
All right?
I
Run them likes up.
before anything else happens, I do have some news for you. Nigga, we got that check. We're approved. Ads is coming.
I was wondering that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I meant to tell you that earlier.
Nice,
Sorry.
Nice. Yeah, so get on them YouTubes, man. We on there. All right?
All right. Bye, everybody. Appreciate you. We out. Nice.
Yeah.